Hello everyone, I'm Ramsey Jones. So I'm an engineer, I'm not a financial advisor, so this video is not for financial advice. It's really just for entertainment purposes only. So Elon Musk has been predicting that Teslas will be able to drive themselves since 2019. This was him last December on the Lex Fridman Podcast saying the same thing.
Well, let me ask looking back at the 6 years, looking out into the future, based on your current understanding, how hard do you think this full self-driving problem, when do you think Tesla will solve level 4 FSD?
I mean, it's looking quite likely that it will be next year.
And now this is him again in the latest Q3 earnings call.
Having enough lines that you can have no one in the car by the end of this year. And certainly without question whatsoever in my mind, next year.
So in this video, I'm going to show you why I think Elon is finally going to be right about his full self-driving prediction. There are two things that I'm looking for to determine if a car can drive itself. And the first is it displaying human-like behavior? Like in certain situation, is it acting like a human? And then the second is, can it drive in bad weather, especially when it's really blizzardy out and there's lots of snow or like the rain is pretty crazy. Here are some examples where the car performs like a human. The first is from Chuck Cook's YouTube channel. He has this famous unprotected left turn that he does. And then the second is from Tesla's AI Day 2.
So I got wide open here, but look at the traffic from the right on this one.
Okay, that did not look good. So this looks terrible.
Okay, now it needs to get its butt out of the median. And there it is. It's perfectly placed in the median.
That is impressive.
Now, I like to pull up the repeater camera, because look at this repeater view right here, John.
Yeah.
It's got a better view in this pose than we do. No,
right.
Ooh, it almost jumped out in front of that guy.
Yeah.
And now here we go, and then now it's going to go.
You pretty much got it worked out. That is, I have to say, that median is like the smallest median.
In the video on the right, there's two vehicles in front of us. The one in the left lane is parked. Apparently it's being loaded, unloaded. I don't know why the driver decided to park there. But the important thing is that our neural network predicted that it was stopped, which is the red color there. The vehicle in the other lane, as you notice, also is stationary. But that one's obviously just waiting for that red light to turn green. So even though both objects are stationary and have zero velocity, it's the semantics that is really important here so that we don't get stuck behind that awkwardly parked car.
So if Tesla cars can handle those situations like a human, then they should be able to handle all other situations like a human. Tesla currently has 160,000 full self-driving beta testers training the software. Basically what happens is Tesla takes that human-like behavior from the full self-driving beta testers, and they take that data and they feed that into their neural networks. James Douma, who is a software engineer and a machine learning expert on Dave Lee's YouTube channel, discusses this more. Here they are doing an in-depth review of Tesla's AI Day.
Solution. They look at what drivers do when they're driving the car in these kinds of situations. And so the neural planner in this sense, it's not trying to predict what the best possible thing would be. It's seen lots and lots of examples of humans doing this. And what the neural planner is doing is it's predicting what would a human do here.
So to me, it's pretty obvious. Tesla has found a way to train their full self-driving software to exhibit human-like behavior. Now the question is, how is it going to handle bad weather conditions? So Tesla cars learn from each other where the lanes are, signs, and other important observations. Here's James Douma again on Dave Lee's YouTube channel discussing this more.
They have a piece of ground and lots of Teslas drive across it over time. And they take the observations from all of these, and each additional car that drives through this set of things provides them with a new set of observations. And they can add that to the bag of observations that they have for this intersection, this roadway or whatnot, to each one of them refines, you get that much more accurate where the curb is, where the sign is, what the lane markings actually are. You get to see it in all these different, and so they, having a bunch of cars drive through, and then from having a lot of cars drive through a route, you decide what the ground truth is, and then you take that ground truth from those and you push it back to all of the samples that went into that go into your database. So
all these observations like lanes and stop signs can then be AI auto-labeled, so that if there is bad weather, the car can still drive in that area. Here is Tesla talking more about this in their latest AI Day.
So from the top, there's example for lack of lights case or foggy night or roundabout and heavy occlusions by parked cars, and even rainy night with the raindrops on the camera lenses. These are challenging, but once their original scenes are fully reconstructed by other clips, all of them can be auto-labeled so that our cars can drive even better through these challenging scenarios.
And here's James Douma again talking about how these cars will be able to drive in bad weather.
FSD can see a sequence of cones and infer that those things are a lane boundary, for instance. All different kinds of markers. It can see tire tracks in snow and decide that this is where a lane is because it's seen that. Or that, if you're driving in the rain, there's a texture to the water which is delineated by where tires go on the road.
So I think it's pretty clear that Tesla cars should be able to handle bad weather conditions. Now, why do I think Tesla's going to solve full self-driving by end of next year? It's because the way AI progresses. John Gibbs, who is a professor in multimedia and has a master's in AI, discusses this more on the Brighter with Herbert YouTube channel.
I don't know if you've seen that picture. There's like a kind of a meme that's out now where there's like a growth curve of AI intelligence, and it's like worm, lizard, fish, like cat, and then it gets up to dumb human, and then it gets to like really smart human, and then it gets to crazy smart, like above human level. But the bottom part is very, very slow. And then there's time on this axis. So it's like long time. No results, nothing really important's happening. But when it starts to tip up, it's like, and right now I would say that FSD is kind of dumb human. It's pretty good, but it's not that great. It's still like a person with a learner's permit. So, it makes mistakes. But the difference in time between that and smart human or good human in terms of this driver, and then like way beyond what human capabilities are, is so short.
So I've been watching a lot of full self-driving beta testing videos over the last year, and it's been really quite impressive to see the rate of change on how it's improving. And we are definitely at the dumb human part right now. Before we know it, we're going to be at a better than human, a really smart human. And when that happens, when Tesla solves full self-driving, that's going to completely change the world. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to make more videos like this in the future. And if you want to see me eat food in different parts of the world, I have another YouTube channel called Jonesing for Food.